So let me get this straight. When you date in the real world on your own, okay? You decide that, if you're not 100% in, that, you don't text and call and reach out to them. And then because you are somehow dating this person, now you feel like you're obligated to go out with them and text them and call them, give them your pity. And it's not that exciting anymore, okay? This is how you describe your dating life in the real freaking world. Why did you come on Ready to Love? Ready to Love is a show on OTV where there are 10 men and 10 women dating each other to see if they can find their potential forever love. And I am sitting here trying to figure out, if you're struggling with dating in the real world, why are you here? Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Ready to Love Season 10, Episode 3. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn, but I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed because I feel like they always go pick these half-ass men to come date these women. Like, the men don't want to be married. They want to take baby steps. They don't want to date. They don't want to communicate. Like, where are y'all finding these men? Who is casting these men? Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But let's just go ahead and get into it. But before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through. And if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, you watched a couple of my other reviews, and you find yourself stumbling across this Ready to Love video and you have not subscribed yet, I'ma just need you to go ahead and subscribe. Do it now. Do it now, because obviously you like it here and I want you here, okay? So just go ahead and commit. All right, okay. So now that that's out the way, let's just go ahead and get into this review. So Tommy invited everyone to the comedy club, okay? He's ready to introduce all the men and women together finally. And y'all know this is kind of when it's going to start going downhill. It's really going to start going down here. Once everybody start mixing and mingling, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a messy season. It's just taking us a while to get there, okay? But nonetheless, while they're sitting down waiting for Tommy to come out, Angie comes out of nowhere like, Wayne, why you didn't call me? So True was like, yeah, why you didn't call her? Do y'all not know that this Negro said that he was asleep? I said, let me rewind that, because did he say he was asleep? She was like, so you was asleep the whole weekend? Do you see how the men do us? And I'm like, very on brand for, Ready to Love. Very on brand, okay? And I'm just sitting here wondering, like, why did he think that that was a good excuse or lie to tell? Child, just foolish. Just foolish. So Angie said that her and Wayne at the mixer, they talked a lot. They was connecting a lot. They exchanged numbers, okay? But he has yet to call or text her ever since then. So she's sitting here wondering if the connection was real or is he just playing in her face. Baby girl, he's playing in your face. He don't really like you like that, okay? Because if a man likes you, trust me, he will pursue you. And obviously, he's not pursuing you. So I wouldn't even have asked him why he didn't text or call me. I would have just been like, hey, and kept it moving. So Tommy comes out to the stage and he's like, you guys, this is my second home. We in a comedy club. This is how I make my bread and butter. And then he stopped himself. Okay, he slipped up a little bit because he was like, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, no shade to Ready to Love, because I appreciate y'all. Y'all know, y'all my bread and butter too. No, Tommy, Ready to Love is not your bread and butter. I'm looking at this season, and the budget looks like it's low. Besides the vote, Tommy's vote, everything just looks so dingy. I don't know if it's the filming, where they at, the areas, the people, or what, but everything just looks a little dingy. I'm just saying, okay? But nonetheless, Tommy brings out the rest of the singles, and Jay was like, oh, I seen two girls that I like, they look good or whatever. But then he saw Sahara, and he was like, oh, Lord, she's back. Sahara is back, and she's back to bring problems, and she wants trouble. And you see what I mean, Sahara? This is why you doing that little stunt and saying all those things that you said, F you, F you, F you, F you, after you knew that you was getting a second chance, was pointless, because at this point, you literally lost half your vote, okay? The men are looking at you and saying, oh my God, she's a problem. Why is she back? We don't want her here. She's going to be trouble. That's not a good perception to have when you trying to find your true love, and half the men already looking at you sideways. I'm just saying, you should have kept it cute. But it's too late now. We are here. Okay. So Tommy tells them to go ahead and have fun. He said, remember, this is not a job interview. Okay. He wants them to date with intention, to focus on the qualities that they are looking for in another person. And he wants them to really, get to know each other. Because this week, the women have the power, and they will be sitting down later this week to figure out which man just isn't ready to love. He tells them to go ahead, mix, mingle, and try not to come up single. Child, all these people single, Tommy. They already single. They already single. So Coily is relieved, okay? She is relieved that she won't be going home this week. And I say, girl, you got lucky because you skipped the elimination the first time. Then you came back. And you don't even have that pressure this week because, the men go home. And she feels relieved, okay? She said now she could just have these conversations. She can really get to know somebody without that pressure. I love that for her, okay? I really do. Now, she's talking to Eddie, and they're not really talking about anything crazy, pretty much light conversation, but you can tell that there is an attraction, a physical attraction between these two, because they're both beautiful people. They literally are. Eddie's beautiful, she's beautiful. Beautiful people see beautiful people, and they just like each other. I don't know if there's really a connection that is deeper than just physical at this moment, but I can tell you that I think Coily likes what she sees when she looks at Eddie, because the way she was looking at him, I seen it in her eyes, okay? So Deanna is talking to Cisco, and they talking about working out and work. Working out and work, right? Cisco life seems very dry, boring. I don't know. Okay, he just talks about like how he goes to work and work out, goes to work and work out. Like that's all he does. And I'm like, do you have friends? Do you have family? Do you have any hobbies? Like we need a little bit more than just working out and work. I don't know. He's giving me nothing. Something about him I can't really pick up on. I can't really read him just yet, okay? So I'm going to keep my eye on him, like I said before, because I'm sure later on in the season, when I pull out my handy dandy notebook and I look at my notes for Cisco, I'm going to remember that I said there's something going on here, okay? I'm sure. Now, he was shocked when he found out that she was a firefighter, because he said a lot of women don't take on those type of jobs, okay? But he also said that her aura gives strength. And that's true. Deanna does have this aura that gives strong, okay? He said, and he can see them two being a power couple. A power couple doing what? Cisco, because you don't want to do nothing. You go to work and you come home. You go to work and you come home. You think the woman is going to bring the excitement into your life? She's a firefighter. I don't even know what she be doing in her spare time. Child, we just going to have to see. But they do seem to both like each other, okay? So then they all toast to Will, because Will is the only one that has been eliminated out of all the eliminations. Now, I wanted to bring this up because Own posted a exclusive video on Will. And the way that they made Will look like he was just joking and being a clown the whole time, and he was just so uncomfortable, was wrong, okay? Because in the exclusive clip, when he was talking to, I want to believe it was Tay, he was really talking about how, he had heart surgery, and this is why he tried not to take life so heavy, because, he's been through a lot. I'm like, why would they leave this out? This is something that they literally could have put in the scene, but because they wanted to like paint a narrative of him as being the clown or being the jokester, they left it out. And that is not fair to Will. So for me, I'm going to apologize to you, Will, because I did say that you were a clown. And I did tell you that the joke was on you. So I'm going to apologize, because now I understand why you are the way you are. And for that, we wish you well. We wish you well. Toast to Will. So Naeem is talking to Tay, and he tells her that he has 5 kids and 3 baby mamas, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing, okay? She was like, okay, nice talking to you. And she proceeds to get up, but then, she comes back because she thinks he's playing. Once she realized that he's not playing, she was like, oh, he's not playing. But she said she was like, wow, but he is nice looking. And she came into this with an open mind. Now, I'm just going to stop you right there, Tay, because you my girl. You my girl, right? Baby girl, the only reason why you even giving that man half of a chance is because he is nice looking. Because if he was not nice looking, you would have shut that itch down immediately. This is how men like this end up with like 4 more baby mamas, okay? Because he's nice looking, and so it's easy to overlook the red flags. She asked him, "Hey, well, did you marry any of the baby mamas?" And he was like, "No, I ain't married them. There's no timeline on love. I'm a lover boy. I could literally, meet you and fall in love with you and be like, let's get married in like 3 weeks." And I was like, well, that sounds like a lie. That sounds like a lie, because you have 3 baby mamas and 5 kids, which means 1 or 2 of them have multiple kids by you. So that leads me to believe that you're not the type to be like, oh, let's get married in 3 weeks. Absolutely not. Immediately, no. So Shanice is talking to Jay, and she says she likes him, but he got some red flags, okay? Because Jay don't really want to be married. Now I know you don't necessarily have to want to get married to find love. But my assumption is that people who go on shows like Ready to Love or dating shows in general are people who are actually looking to one day be married and have a family. Because who would really go to this extreme just to go find a girlfriend or find a boyfriend? Like, make it make sense. You know what I mean? He's telling her that his main goal is to just be happy. Well, sir, take your happy behind somewhere else. These women want to get married and have children, and you want to find happiness. Who's casting these people? Whoever's casting these people, this is what I got for you. Suck. You absolutely suck. But I will say, I don't feel like Shanice has changed much, okay? We know that she was in the bottom the first episode, but I feel like even when talking to Jay, it was very much interview style. Question after question after question after question. So I wouldn't be surprised if the men still feel like, she's giving them an interview. But she got the information she needed. So if that helps, she knows that, Jay's a red flag and not to talk to him anymore because she'll be wasting her time. So Sahara sees Haseen and she likes him, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, he's fond of her too. He said he likes her confidence. And when you look at Sahara and you see what she got on, it has to be the confidence for her to, feel like, she could pull that off. It's the confidence, and I'm not mad at it, okay? He asked her what happened in her last relationship. I love how demure she was with it. Very simple. It was toxic. I had to choose me, and that's that. I say, I know that's right, girl. Don't sit there and run down your traumas to these men. Just let him know that you had to choose yourself and get up out of there. And if it ever came a point where you had to choose yourself again, you will always do that. That's all that he needs to know. He said that she's very real, and he likes that. When he said that, it clicked in my mind. Sahara is literally just being her 100% authentic self, okay? Which makes me feel like any man that actually wants to continue in a relationship with her or actually, talks to her and stuff will really like her for who she is. I don't see her trying to be anything else. I don't see her trying to pretend like she's perfect. Like, she comes in hot and ready. And I love that for her. At least she's being authentic. And if she finds love, I feel like whoever she finds it with will actually really like her for who she is as a person. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Because they both seem to really be feeling each other. So Angie is shooting her shot at Kim. She's like, so we're going to go on a date or whatever? And he just looks so uninterested. Once again, who's casting these men? Who's casting these men? And I'm not saying that you need to be like, oh my God, all in on everybody. But at least give them a chance on the first, interaction. Like, I don't know. He was throwing me off too. He really was, okay? So Rose and Wayne are talking, and she asked him if he wanted to get married. He said that he's taking baby steps. Oh my God. Who cast these men? That needs to be the name of this episode. Who cast these men? He said he's taking baby steps, okay? Because there's a lot of negativity around marriage and the country making a mockery of it. I ain't gonna lie, because they over there on Married at First Sight making a mockery of marriage right now as we speak. But she said that he shouldn't allow the way that society moves to hold him back from finding love being in love, and opening himself up to it. I love that. Okay, let me tell you something. Marriage isn't always easy, right? But it's easy with the person you love because you want them and they want you. And as long as there are two of you in that relationship that's fighting for each other every single day and choosing each other every single day, it is beautiful. I just feel like you have to marry the right one. People get so blinded by everything else. Oh, he got this or she got that, and he looks like this and she looks like that, that they look past the red flags. And I love that she said that because marriage is beautiful. So Cam and Deanna seem to be bonding over the fact that they're both firefighters, right? But she said that he seems intimidated and quiet. She's not really feeling him. She doesn't really like him. Okay, it's pretty obvious. She told that man straight up that she don't date people she work with. She don't date people in the same field and things like that. Okay. Then she hit him with a sort of an insult because she was like, "And how tall are you?" And I was like, "At Deanna, that was rude. That was rude. That was unnecessary. You already told that man you wasn't interested. Leave it there. Leave it there." He said, like, it's cool if you're not interested. That's okay. But you don't have to be rude about it. Like, just keep it moving. Absolutely. I really feel like that second part was unnecessary. You could have just left it at, oh, I don't date other firefighters. I don't date people I work with or people in the same field as me. Cool. Get it. Got it. Cool, right? But then to just be like, oh, and how tall are you? That's not right. That's not right at all, because let someone have talked to her like that, she would feel some way immediately. She definitely would. So True, Kiara, Naeem, Jay, Shanice, and Hussein are going on a group date. Okay, they're going skating. So apparently Naeem is another one that's out here not texting and calling. So far we got two people who don't want to be married and two people who don't know how to communicate or don't want to communicate either way, all right? I'm starting to think that they gotta be here just for TV, because like, what's the point of exchanging phone numbers with people you have no intention on texting or calling, knowing that you're supposed to be dating them? I just don't get it. He said that they had a great text this morning. I said, oh yeah, because y'all filming today. Of course you was gonna have a great text this morning. Here for TV. Here for TV. That's all I got for it, okay? He said that he didn't think she gave him her real number because she has an iPhone and the text messages was in green. So he feels like she gave him a Google Doc number or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter, okay? If she's reaching out to you, if she's texting you, then text back. Text the number, call the number. If she's someone that you want to pursue, just text the number, call the number, and then maybe when she feels comfortable enough and you're not just some random man that she met on a TV show, she might actually give you her real number. But see, the thing is, I would feel like, okay, maybe that is a valid point. But you was texting her this morning with no problem. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. So while everyone's out there skating and whatnot, Shanice brings up how she feels safe with Hussein because, he's like telling her, I'm going to catch you if she falls. And, it's cute. It's just cute. We're going to leave it right there for now, okay? So Jay and Kiara are talking, okay? And here go Jay with, she's a baddie. Hate it, hate it, hate it. He says that she has baddie vibes and that she wants to be courted a certain way. So he got to really, step up and do what he got to do, as you should. I love a man who takes action. If you want something, go get it. It's just that simple, okay? If she's telling you this is how I want to be treated, then you treat her how she wants to be treated. That's it. Okay, so they start talking about their love languages. He said his is physical touch. Okay, and at this moment, she's too far from him. She needs to come closer so he can touch. Okay, Kiara said that she's looking for a husband. And she feels like Jay appreciates her as a woman. And she really doesn't know if someone else could come between what they got. I said, well, this is episode 3, okay? Which gives me maybe 2 weeks and Ready to Love land. And if you already, can't nobody come in between me and my man. You know what? I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. It does seem sincere. It does seem genuine. I like him for her. I like her for him. The conversation seems natural. It's flowing. I'm going to see what it gives. I'm going to see what it gives, okay? He tells her that he really likes her and he just wants to be around her. This could be a love story in the making. But then again, this is Ready to Love, and y'all know I'm a hopeless romantic, so I always get excited, and then bam, the couple explodes and everything goes down the hill. And I'm sitting here like, dag. I thought we had one. So Coily, Eddie, Wayne, and Angie are on a double date. All right. So Angie and Coily are talking because Angie's telling her how, she had a strong connection with Wayne, but of course he never texted, he never called her, and his excuse is he was sleeping. Okay. So Coily was like, you know what? Oh my God. Oh my God, would you look at that? I actually gave him my number too, and I haven't heard from him either. And I didn't even remember him because he didn't reach out to me or nothing. And I'm like, well, damn, Wayne. So I would say maybe you're just not interested in the women, but you're not texting or calling anyone. How do you expect to build connections with these women if you're not even willing to give them a shot outside of filming? I just don't understand. Coily clearly wants Eddie. When he came in, she was like, "What took you so long to get here?" I say, "Yeah, she like him." So Angie sits down and she talks about her marriage. She mentions that, in her marriage, her husband took care of everything. She didn't have to do anything. She literally just woke up and was like, what am I going to do today? And while I'm sitting here like, yes, girl, yes, she hit us with the she no longer desires that. Okay. Corley's like, same, same. So I'm assuming that she went through a similar situation. And Eddie was like, but why? Like, why? You didn't have any personal hobbies. You didn't have anything of your own. And she said that her husband wouldn't let her, which shows, that she was really in a real toxic relationship. And she said that, when she was 23, when she had got married and stuff, she wasn't focused on love. She was focused on stability. So that is probably how she ended up with a controlling man who didn't want her to do anything but, be at his beck and call, I'm assuming, at that time, okay? But this time now, she's focusing on love. And I love that for her. I love that for her. Because at least she got out of what she was in. She didn't let that kill her spirit. And she's still willing to open up and marry someone else. It just shows resilience to be in a situation, to go through these extreme things and still be open and vulnerable and ready to do that with someone else. That shows real growth. It shows healing. So I really hope that she is ready to allow someone to come in her life and love her the way that she deserves to be loved. So Eddie said that he was looking for a partner in crime. I'm not trying to be nobody's partner in crime. If you do the crime, you're going to jail on yourself by yourself, and I'm snitching. Period. Okay. He said he tries not to bring, work home, but sometimes work can be real stressful. So he just needs someone who's going to be there for him and understand him. I think that's what we all need. Just someone to be there for us. Ain't that what the purpose of finding your love, your partner in crime, the love of your life, your man, your woman? Ain't that the purpose? To have someone that's just gonna be there for you no matter what, through the ups and downs, thick and thins, highs and lows, riches and poors, all that good stuff. So Wayne said that he's been journaling. I don't believe it. I feel like Wayne just talks out the side of his mouth and just to sound good. He said that he's been thinking about what he wants and he knows what he wants, but it's hard to explain what he brings to the table. But what he brings to the table is love, loyalty, support. He brought up how watching his brother be a father and a husband really makes him proud of his brother for like really leaning in and being a stand-up guy. This is what we need more of. We need our men to look at active fathers and husbands and aspire to be that. It's become too normal to be cheaters and liars and deceivers. Like, it's becoming too normal. So I love when men have other men to look up to and they aspire to be that. But do I feel like Wayne is there yet? Absolutely not. I do feel like maybe he does want love one day, but I feel like on this show, Ready to Love, he's just talking just to talk. I really do. But this sparks emotion in Coily because today is her brother's birthday. And her brother passed away. So just hearing how he talked about his brother made her think about her brother. And so she's in her feels a little bit. And they give her comfort and they toast to her brother. So I'm glad that she was able to at least, get that out there, because to be filming a TV show and you don't want to bring up this grief that you're dealing with and kill the vibe. But nonetheless, I love that they were all there for them, okay? So now I feel like now we are in a kind of state of trauma bonding over loss. But nonetheless, it was a nice, beautiful, vulnerable moment for all of them, okay? Coily said that she's happy that Tommy gave her another chance because now she has got to meet some other guys. And I really think she likes Eddie. I think Eddie is doing it for her. I would like to see what that looks like. I would like to see them actually talk to each other one on one so I can really feel it out. Right now, I do feel like it's just a physical attraction situation. So now everybody's leaving, but Angie wants to pull Wayne to the side because she wants to let him know that, if he's not interested in her, it's cool. It's cool. But if he is interested in her, then he needs to pursue her. I don't like that, girl. I don't like that because obviously if he's not pursuing you, he's not interested. Like, you're giving him too much. You're literally giving him too much, okay? He said in his confessional that he wished she would just give him the space to do it at his own time. Sir, you don't have the time. You don't have the time. She tells him the choice is yours, but don't wait too long because there are decisions to be made. I don't like that either because now it's like you threatening him. Just because he's not pursuing you, don't mean that you need to threaten to get him eliminated. Like, girl, go focus on some other people. Obviously, that man don't want you. Don't chase him. So Rocky, Tay, Rose, Fitz, Callie, and Kim, they all go take a pottery class, all right? And I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely want to try pottery classes one day. It always looks so fun. I want to go with my husband because it always seems so intimate. Like, I don't know. I want to try it. I want to try it. If you guys done it before, let me know how it went, okay? But Callie really wants to talk to Tay, okay? He said that he wants a chance to really get to know her and pursue her. So they start talking about, how they communicate and how they handle negative emotions. And she said, listen, when I'm feeling away, I need a time. I need to take a minute and I need to process. I feel like that is the best thing that you could do because I used to just start running off at the mouth and saying all types of crazy, toxic stuff. And ever since I've learned to suck it in, process my thoughts, think about what I want to say and how I can say it to get across what I need to say, it's been working. The communication between my husband has been working because now I'm not just yelling and screaming and hollering and just being, a brat, okay? And really being able to articulate what it is that I want to get across. So I love that she does that. And she does say that she do it because, words hurt and you don't want to hurt someone that you love. Trust me, because sometimes when you say things, those words stick in that person's brain forever, okay? She said that she really likes everything about Callie. She's feeling Callie and Callie is definitely feeling her. So this is another couple to look out for. So Rocky and Fitz are talking and she wants to learn more about his childhood, okay? He tells her that his dad left when he was about 13 and he's a mama's boy. And he said he's a mama's boy and he takes that as a compliment when people call him that because it has to be something wrong with you if you don't love your mama, okay? I didn't think about it like that, but okay. She said that she's a daddy's girl. He said daddy's girls, mama's boys are some of the best people. Now, I don't know. It depends on what kind of mama you got. Because some of these boy moms, they be giving their sons way too much for nothing. Way too much for nothing, okay? She said that Fitz having a great relationship with his mother means that he respects women. In some cases. Not all, but I definitely understand what you're saying, girl. I definitely understand what you're saying. So as they talk, he said that, his birthday coming up, he going to drop the location. He wants her to slide through. I start cracking up like, Now, we already know that whenever the Ready to Love cast hang out outside of filming, something always happens, okay? And then we have to have that conversation with Tommy about how, my space was violated. Nope. Do not pull up, girl. Let him enjoy his birthday with his real friends and his family because, baby, every time these people meet up off screen, it's always something. And then we can never get the full freaking story because ain't no daggone camera around, okay? Don't do it. Don't pull up. Don't. I like Fitz, right? Fitz seems like he's really nice. He's easy to talk to. He just goes with the flow. Really cool. But I also feel like that's also a red flag because he's just too cool. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fill it out. It's only episode 3. I'm just giving my initial thoughts now that I'm really starting to get a feel for these people. And maybe I'm wrong, but we will see. So Tay and Cam are talking. And he's like, dang, I gotta fight to get time with you because we know that Tay is a hot commodity. The boys literally be falling all over her, okay? He tells her that he wants someone feminine. And so she was like, so what if she's really not that feminine? He said that he needs someone who's feminine for him, okay? Someone who can be a boss at work, but when they come home, you fall in line. Now I was riding with you, right? I understand what you're saying. I get it. I get it. When you at work, you gotta be the boss. But when you come home, I need you to rest in your femininity. I need you to just be as soft as a butterfly. Me take care of you. Got it. But something about when you get home, fall in line, I don't like it. I don't like it. Like Tammy Talks always says, words mean things. And for him to say fall in line, that means a lot more than, I want you to live a soft life. I didn't like it at all. It low key sounds controlling. I don't want to say he is controlling. That line low key sounds a little bit controlling. That's all. So then he starts talking about his job and how he's a firefighter and he deals with a lot of heavy stuff. And a lot of his coworkers are heavy drinkers and partiers. And I said, sounds about right. Did I not tell y'all that them firefighters is a thought job? Because the men literally be out here wilding. A lot of the times, the firefighter men be wilding. Okay, not all of them, but a lot of them. Okay, Tay really isn't feeling a connection between them two, and it didn't help when he said that he struggled to be in a long-term relationship. And I'm just sitting here like, why are you here? Why are you here? Let me get this straight. We have Kim, who struggles to be in long-term relationships. We have Wayne, who feels obligated to actually like hang out with somebody, and because of that, he doesn't get excited anymore. We have Naeem, who only is going to text you on the day of filming. Then we have, I think it was Jay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Jay, who wants to take baby steps and doesn't really want to get married because of the way society makes a mockery of it. At this point, why are these men here? You're wasting these women's time. All right, now it is our first ladies vault debrief. Tommy's vault. Okay, the ladies are there. I'm so used to ladies lounge, I don't know what to call it, but nonetheless, it's beautiful. I'm not mad at the upgrade, but I feel like that's where the budget went because everything else gives dingy. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Now, Tommy tells them what happens in the vault stays in the vault. What's said in the vault stays in the vault. I'm like, this is a joke, right? Because y'all do know that every time we get in the lounge or the vault, everything that they talk about is gonna be talked about. People are gonna start having pillow talk, and this person's gonna tell that this person put you in the bottom, and this person gonna tell how they was fighting for that person. It's gonna be a mess. It's going to be a mess. I know what happens in the vote stays in the vote, but baby, the vote is not locked and sealed. It definitely isn't. But we'll see. We'll see. It's only episode 3. So we start with the strongest connection, right? Angie says her strongest connection is Eddie. She said he listens and she feels heard, and for her, that's a big deal. Coily said Eddie. She feels like their future aligns, right? Rocky said Fitz. She likes that he's a mama's boy because that means that he loves and he respects women. Cool, right? Rose said Fitz as well. I said, okay, Fitz, I see you coming up in the rankings. Kiara said Jay. She said that she told Jay she didn't have any gas, and he followed her to the gas station, filled up her gas tank, and paid for it. Give him a round of applause. This is the energy. This is the energy that I need. Okay? She said that man is a problem solver. Okay? She said that's her man, her man, her man. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. When that man said that, she's a certain type of woman and he has to call her a certain type of way and he's willing to do it, actions speak louder than words. That's all I got for you. So Tay said Callie because their personalities just go together. And it's crazy because he was literally at her bottom and now he's at her top. So Tommy was like, so you see how that works? You see why you got to give everybody a chance? She's like, yeah. I see it now. And then Shanice True also said Hussein, right? So Shanice starts getting a little bit emotional, okay? She got emotional because she said that she lost it all, okay? She said she's been broke, she's been homeless before, and the fact that he just made her feel so supported brought up a lot of emotions in her because she was always the one supporting others, and she never really felt like she had someone to support her. I'm assuming going through all the things that she went through. So him being that supportive of her, letting her know like, I'm going to catch you before you even fall. Like, I like it. I like it, y'all. It was vulnerable. I felt like she was opening up. And I really feel like Shanice really, really just wants someone to love her. And I hate to say this, but we talking about Ready to Love, and it could be a hit or a miss, and we miss a lot. We hit every now and then and again, but we miss a lot, okay? So then we start talking about who we not feeling. Rocky said Eddie, okay? She said that he gives her F-boy, city boy vibes. And Rose said Wayne because he's looking for a girlfriend and she wants to get married. Good for her. Angie said Wayne, and Coily said, yeah, Wayne too. And then Sahara was like, yeah, Wayne too. And they all said Wayne because we all realized that that man didn't text or call nobody in that daggone lounge. So I'm just sitting here like, why are you here? Obviously, you're not interested in the women. True said Naeem because he doesn't communicate either. She said that she texts that man hello and he thumbs up the text message. Oh, hell no. Hell no. That would send me over the edge. That would send me over the edge. True. There's no way I would have talked to that man. You thumbs up my hello, I would have not talked to that man the next time I saw him. You was all skating around a skating rink with him, girl. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay? So Kiara said Cisco, Deanna said Cam, and then a lot of the other ladies was like, yeah, Cam too, Cam too. So of course we know that Cam and Wayne are at the bottom because the women were calling their names left, right, up, down, side to side, round and round, okay? So Deanna is talking to Wayne, and Wayne does admit to the fact that he got grilled when he was, talking to the ladies because he hasn't been following up because he's just been too busy with life to follow up with the women, okay? She said that the ladies feel that he has been neglecting the process, and he said that's valid. Tell me you don't give an F without telling me you don't give an F. He said he's so used to his routine and he's not all the way in. So when it's time to put in the effort, it feels like an obligation. And at this point now, he's not excited about it anymore. Send him home. Send him home. Listen, it all just boils down to that Wayne didn't want any of those women. That's all it came down to. But he was willing to try to do and say whatever he needed to try to do and say to stay on the show, to get the airtime, to be seen. I really feel like he came here for TV. So Tay's talking to Cam and she tells him that the ladies want him to open up more. And he's still talking about how he's just focused on his happiness. Double elimination. Just send him home too, okay? Like, well, what? You and your happiness, so over, okay? So Deanna tells Wayne that the lady feels like he's not taking this process serious. And he's like, that's interesting. And I'm like, are you confused? Are you confused? When they said that you was neglecting, the process, you was like, that's valid. Now all of a sudden, it's interesting that they don't think you taking the process serious. Child, miss me with this, okay? They sent Wayne home. Thank God, because his ass had to go. Okay? And he's basically saying he didn't really like the women there anyway. That's basically what he said. Then he had the nerve to say that he didn't expect to go home. So you expected to not communicate with no one the whole week and they wasn't going to vote your behind off? That's what you thought? Okay. Yeah, your confidence is at an all-time high. Had to be at an all-time high. You thought you had this in the bag. Immediately, no. They sent your ass home where you should go. Anyway, y'all, that was the episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. Go ahead, like the video, Leave your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Like the video. Share with your friends, okay? I'm going to talk to you guys later because it's late and I'm going to bed, okay? With all that being said, peace.